not like them. I'm different.
How? What makes you different?
There is no one in front of me and no one in back.
Welcome to the commission.
They want me dead, they want me inside of a brown box. They wanna lie in their head like the dreadlocks. They wanna hurt me bad, they want me in the ground. They don't want me to speak, so I don't make a sound. They want me dead, they want me inside of a brown box. They wanna lie in their head like the dreadlocks. They wanna hurt me bad, they want me in the ground. They don't want me to speak, so I don't make a sound. Controlling my pain. I say some things that tell me God is controlling my brain. It's getting dark, but know that God is controlling the rain. Don't process that, just hold your man when you know he in pain. They was acting like I wouldn't bring it back, like I wasn't gon' come and get these motherfuckers act right. They send a man when they wanna push back. Why I can't be nice? Why I gotta talk trash like? Just let me shine, nigga, use me as a flashlight. I know you killers, so I keep it in the stash like. Give me the beat, I'ma ride it like a track light. Respect those who only rap about a trap life. My art is different, you see me dividing the line. 15 minutes, I'ma do it inside of my time. Just be a star, you don't know when that go to the pine. What's the purpose when the service don't show that you grind?
I may go anywhere I want to go and be whatever I wish to be.
What is it that you wish to be?
I wish to be free.
Daydream with me, let your mind explore all the things we were created for. Possibilities, an open door that keeps us reaching out for more. Don't know it, so I listen for my inner voice. Carry the winds, drown out the rain, but will it make sense?
club phone jump, it's the weekend. Dream come true with the freak friends. Hitting on doors, that's a defense. Rolling with all, that's that offense. It me change, you let me peach in. With a bull shaking to my maybe drop ins. So they don't buy, and I say, so they don't buy, you to keep playing, baby, tell me what you want. Julian, I know you need fun. Ever since remember we been knocking at the door. Y'all been moving paper, we be running up the school. Never for that pill that we was sleeping on the floor. West side Africa, you know the shit ain't hard. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, baby, vibing, come roll with me all night long. As times relax, my mind's relaxed. I got now from who got next. Here's my number, just send a text. You got a man and she responds, nah. Okay, showing up. I'ma let you go, don't wanna hold you up. I'ma call your phone when I put it up. Whoever let you go must be dumb as fuck. Wait for. Girl, you so fine, I pay for. Fly you first class to LA for. Body so blessed, I pray for. Body so blessed, I pray for. Because I don't care what you say. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, driving all night long. My nigga, I killed it. Night long. This the part where you get your girl, nigga. Make sure she focus, nigga. Make sure you focus, nigga. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, hit it. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, driving all night long. I don't care what they say. That's a hit for your ass, nigga. Hit for your ass, nigga. Profit the one.
Vibing all night long. Yo. YouTube, what's good? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Chef. It's your boy, Chef. Yes, this is not a mirage. This is not an illusion. In the kitchen, literally. Good to be back with you. Do me a favor, please. Put a 1 in the chat if my sound is crispy. Please. You get that 1 in the chat. All right. Thank you. So I want to thank everybody, each and every one of you, for joining this short afternoon, Friday afternoon stream. Why doing this stream? It's a conversation I've been having. And I have not been wanting to just have conversations because everyone's having conversations. The way my mind works, I need a certain degree of nuance. And so I find myself at the precipice where me wanting to wait for more information, everybody's hitting you, inundating you with information and with shows. So that's why we are where we are. We actually were structuring the show from around the 17th of July, right? And it was a conversation that had taken place with my wonderful co-host and my fiance over the phone. So we're going to be sharing the contents of that as well. But for the record, it's good to be back. All right. Well, I ain't never left really, but it's good to be back in my crib. All right. So with that being said, what I'd like to do is thank you to Derek C. Williams for creating this nickname or this moniker, the ubiquitous Andrea Lynch. What I do? What's up?
What's up? How everybody doing?
What's up? How are you?
I'm doing good.
You doing good?
Yeah.
Talk to us. What's up with the kids? Let them know what's goody with you.
The kids got Summer school is out next week. My son turned 9 years old next week. They're playing football. We got soccer. And I'm a football mom again. Jesus.
Football mom again.
Yes. So
Nice, nice, nice. So
then school starts on the 17th of August.
17th, yeah, out here the school starts on the 2nd of August in Atlanta. Yeah. But let's send some love to our folks before we get into the nitty-gritty. All right. Peace to A1 Day One, Mika Marcel. We see you on the spot. Of course, Andrea. Miss Deb, what's going on, my sister? Thank you for dropping through. Salute, my guy, Derek C. Williams. And yeah, Andrea, what you're going to stop doing is this. You see that? That says Derek C. William.
Okay.
All right. You're hurting people's feelings now. Okay.
Okay.
Right? Watch this.
All right. Okay. Look at that.
He's thinking that's deliberate. Well, look, he's gonna let you go. He's being merciful today. All right. He said, "Bless you anyway." Salute. Yellow Pill Coffee Co.
Hey,
Check
Yellow.
him out. Content creator, as well as one of the regulars on the Critically Drinking channel with my little bro Arshawn Dave. Okay, so you got to check him out. He pulls no punches. When it's time to kumbaya, he's the guy that would drop a grenade in the middle of the room and walk off. But definitely some dope perspective. So I rock with you, Yella. Who else we got in the spot? Who else? We talked about Miss Deb. Hey, my man Blizzy.
Yes.
Black, aka the blackest one. Yes. All right. You'll be seeing some content from us very shortly. Not going to give too much away, but stay tuned. We're about to blow your timelines up. Flood them. So let's get to this talk, Andrea.
Yes.
Whoo! What's up with you, girl?
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
Listen, tell your daddy we working. I'm joking. So, yeah, man, this has been a crazy week and a half. Very crazy week and a half with this whole Carlee Russell situation. But salute Ron P, my brother. But I'm looking at the difference. I'm a different chef than I was 2 weeks ago. If we all as human beings become different than we were, or have elicited some change over 2 weeks, that's a beautiful thing. That means that you've learned certain things that you didn't know. That means you're consistently progressing to either better or more informed you, which is going to allow you to make logical decisions, do what we call 3DM, which is data-driven decision making, right? Not just opinion and hyperbole and hunches. So if all of us, I can explain this feeling that all of us have had over the course of the past 2 weeks. Immediately over the course of the past 2 weeks, initially we were smacked in the face with fear, with horror.
Mm-hmm.
Our eyes and our minds took us to ideas or weird scenes from crazy movies that we've seen over the years, over our lives, things that we've experienced, things that we've seen on the news. And it literally created horror, not just within the United States, but also horror around the world. Remember, information goes around the world within a split second. All right. No more snail mail. Within a split second. That's why you saw in Europe and in Africa, there were George Floyd protests. You remember that? Around the world. George Floyd protests. So what happens in our country has a major impact outside of the country. If you want to connect color to it, Black people from other continents, they still look to Black American people for style, for swag, for what's hot, what's intense, you know, and then also understanding the 400 years of struggle that, you know, Black Americans had to endure. They look at us a lot differently and they take many cues from us. So when I say that, this fear, this horror, when we got the first set of news, it smacked everyone around the world. Everyone around the world started, you know, getting on social media, posting to their friends, posting to their family, pressuring police, pressuring organizations to donate. Pressure, pressure, pressure. So that's the feeling of fear that we went through. And then as we go along and we hear more facts, it puts us into a deeper subset of fear.
Yeah.
What's funny is, though, that deeper subset is fear. It started to trigger things in different people's minds. There's fight, there's flight. There's some people that will cry and say this is horrible. There's some people whose brains are so logical and require data-driven decision making. They try to say, no, this can't be possible. I need to look at it. And as more of our internet sleuths and internet hood investigators got to touch it, it made me look at it in a whole different way. In a whole different way, like, damn. And then those investigators, that information also was helping police. There were things that they were looking at that other people didn't notice. And so it brings us all the way to the point where we found out the facts. And now, by the grace of God, even though you guys want to speak about how horrible it is, by the grace of God, we can actually find some comedy in this shit. All right. So it was an emotional roller coaster, but it could have been worse.
Yeah.
We could have been mourning the loss of a soul, you know, and it's not my thing to judge her soul, right? Because she could have gone through a lot. But we could have lost another soul. And it could create fear, which is the biggest thing. Remember, terrorism is not the bomb going off. Terrorism is the fear of a bomb going off.
Exactly.
That is the true crime. So if this was to go and we never found her, or she was found unalived, it would have created a higher degree of fear and racial divide. Because of course, you know what they said? It was the white baby. It was the freaking white baby. Right? The white baby. Him. You ain't see the white baby? Get your white baby again.
Oh,
the white baby. Right.
Yeah.
It could have created something bigger. But at least we can laugh about it. But there's a lot more that we're going to have to do. So what I want to do is this. I want to kind of get it started and let you know a phone call that was recorded myself, my fiance, and Andrea was on a speakerphone, right? And it was really, really interesting, conversation. So I want to play some of it for you just to understand where our heads were at several days ago. So pretty much then. So, Carlee, you think it's a hoax?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you why I think it's a hoax. First of all, there was no, from what I've read, there was no articles of any abduction of a 3-year-old or missing child or anything. Okay? That's my first thing. My second thing is, you're in your car, you have an Apple Watch, and all of a sudden you don't have it on your wrist. Everything is left in your car so that you can't be tracked or traced. All the things that your family members would know was important to you to make it look more realistic. I just don't feel as though it just seems sketchy to me, in my opinion. And when people are found, like there was a girl like some months ago that was missing for some years that returned home. They was able to give a whole freaking story about it. This actually happened in Georgia. The 16-year-old that got abducted from school. Yep. She was able to give a whole fucking story, even a description of her abductor and everything. But the only thing we know is that on Saturday at 10:45 p.m., Carlee Russell returned home, and that's it. What?
Right.
Come on, man.
And then my thing is just, for me, the issue that I have is the fact that you got the nerve to make the statement like, so please give us please allow the family some privacy. Nigga, we your family now.
Fuck your privacy.
Fuck your privacy. She's our daughter now.
We didn't have what for privacy when you was crying to the press?
Right. What did she do, Andre? What did she get? Please. Come on.
My daughter went missing. And we was out till 2 o'clock in the morning looking for her. Okay? Me and my friends. And she ran away with my foster child. Okay?
Yo, so to me, I mean, she belongs to all of us. Carlee belongs to all of us now.
Right. She belongs to all of us.
You got people's energy. They use their social media. They use their family. They use their prayers. They use everything. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, all of these resources, physical, non-physical, spiritual, every last one of those resources are worthy, are valuable. Yes. And at least they deserve some sort of reciprocation of information. You feel me? Like,
I demand their answers. Number one. Number two, the other thing is when you watch the video, I refuse to believe that all those cars that was on the road that night would have passed a 3-year-old walking down in a diaper and a t-shirt down the road, and everybody passed her but her. She was the only one person that decided to stop that night. Come on, I'm listening to this report from the police. I went and I looked up the dispatch call, so that's what I'm listening to right now.
The police said there's no 3-year-old child in that neighborhood. There's nobody in that neighborhood has a 3-year-old child. Okay?
Okay. Yo, hold on 1 second, yo. Let me see something. Shit. Why not? Let's take a listen. Hold on. Let me see something. Let's play this. It's the 911 dispatch call.
Oh, okay.
442 for 71. 42. 71. It's gonna be 459 South, mile marker 10. It's gonna be a child walking on the 3-4-year-old child walking on the side of the interstate next to her. RP's gonna be close by in a red Mercedes sedan with a hazards on. Child's gonna be a white male wearing a white t-shirt and a diaper.
42 got it from YMCA.
10-4. 442. RP's advising there's no cars in the area. Looks like the child's been abandoned on the side of the road.
42 got it. The one you still got on the phone.
Negative, but she's says that she would stand by for police.
42 call her RP back. She's not at their vehicle.
10-4. CLA red and color to Carlee Russell out of Birmingham, 10-11.
I'm around 71 as well.
10-4. We're not getting the female to answer.
Ooh.
42, I copy.
10-4, that's the RP. We're trying to call her back. She's not answering.
Out to the interstate as well. Can you give me a description on the child and were they southbound, walking southbound?
10-4, southbound walking southbound. It was a toddler, 3-4-year-old, wearing a white t-shirt and a diaper. RP arrived in a red Mercedes, along with the RP's description is going to be.
So let me pause this for a minute, yo. What you thinking?
Now I want to say the girl won't answer the phone. Why?
When I read, I had to go and confirm, but I could have swore that when I read, they said that she got out to get the 3-year-old child, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So you were on the phone with the police as you're getting this child, but then your phone ends up back in the car. So if you was abducted, you ain't got time to go, what you saying? Oh, let me go put my phone in the car. Let me go put my phone in the car before you take me? Because like there was a couple conflicting stories that I've read and heard that she was on the phone and then they heard her scream.
Yes, that's what her brother's girlfriend said. She was on the phone with him.
So how, if you on the phone with the police, how would you on the phone with them, the police, and because now you're not responding? So what, did you click over while you're talking to the police? That don't make sense to me.
Yes. And I have that call 911 for my son, and the operator told me to stay on the phone. She was calming me down because I was a little erratic, and she was saying, "Well, how old is your child? What's the color of him? Blah blah blah. What's he doing?" So the 911 was able to ask her all the questions.
It don't seem like he was done answering questions and they trying to talk to her.
Let's see. Let's keep playing it.
Copy. Thank you. 42. Just be advised, her vehicle is unlocked, running. All her personal belongings except for her phone. 13. If we can we start getting into Atkins Trim area? Just see if this child might have wandered from a house over there. 34. Open route.
Vehicle, the RP had just saw the child walking on the side of the interstate and had gotten out with it when she had disconnected.
We're good up here. You may want to send him to and see if they can make contact with somebody there. See if we can find her.
745. Is dispatch available?
4-5 copy, stand by.
Got a call about a female screaming with a child. 10-441. Be advised, the female screaming line disconnected. Down in black Ford F-150. She was on the phone with her daughter when it occurred.
Incoming personnel, just started 64 in the area. We're good down here.
We're checking to see if we have any air assets available to us. 10-4. Also be advised, we're about to get T-Mobile lifting the phone.
11 to 13, 10, 9, I'm sorry.
Family is where I was right down here. The second updated call we got in reference. The first call we got was from her. Second call we got was from the family.
Right. I'm just saying that the sister apparently has an open line with that phone still that she called from and can hear vehicles like it's still sitting on the side of the interstate.
511, you want me to have McGinnis en route with a drone?
Temple, that would be great. 4.
Got him calling out drones. So that was it, right? So yeah.
Yes.
They was ready to put. They was. Excuse me. Yeah, they was ready to send a drone in the air.
Right. Right. So that's the whole point that I'm saying. That was staged. That wig was thrown off. That was staged. That was staged to throw the people off. And I don't care what you say. No black woman ain't gonna go lead a wig. Kidnapped or not kidnapped. Shit.
I hear you.
I'm just saying that's not realistic. Come on now. I'm a woman. I know the characteristic of a woman. When I got my wig on, I think I'm Beyonce. Okay, come on now. I think I'm fine. I ain't leaving my wig unless I'm dying. Shoot, you got to kill me, take that off me.
You gotta take it out of my cold dead hands. You gotta take it off my cold dead scalp, motherfucker.
Shoot, I am not about to take my wig off, okay? Shoot.
I feel you. So
She staged that. She staged the wig, the iPhone, and the Apple Watch because she know you can track that shit. These kids ain't stupid. But what they stupid is they don't know how to cover their tracks because they do dumb shit. Who in their right mind gonna call and say it's a baby on the side of the road where you don't see no baby, and then a 911 you can't even get in touch with her? Come on, baby, cover your tracks a little better. Mama and daddy got something to do with this, and they know you lying. I feel like this. Mama and daddy should get charged for 8 in the bed.
So I don't think that they knew about it before.
For covering up her lie.
I don't think that they knew about it before, but I think once she returned home, they realized something was off about something. So now it's like they can't out their daughter. So now they just gotta go with the flow, because the only thing that threw me off when I read it, that she returned home, and so I kept searching. I started Googling because I'm like, well, what happened to her? And then the only thing they said is that once she returned home, they called the police, and then she was taken to the hospital for evaluation. And that was it. And I'm like, so what happened? Who abducted her? Did she give a description? Did she give anything? And there was literally nothing. They said that they would get a statement from her at a later time. And nothing still yet. This happened on Saturday? We're Wednesday, Tuesday now, and she still haven't given a statement?
Mama and Dad did an interview with NBC this morning. Mama and Dad did.
What they say?
They said that Carlee is not talking. We have a right to privacy. She was the lady said, "Do you think there's a kidnapper out there?" And she said yes. And the daddy's body language told me that he know his daughter's lying, and the mama had fake ass tears.
Now here's what's funny, because I literally just read the article that her boyfriend posted, and it said that Carlee was in good mental and good health and mental health as well. So, but you can't talk, you can't give a description, you can't give nothing because she ain't got a story.
Right.
So she's gonna have to give it a publicist or somebody to help her write a good ass story for her to go ahead and publish, because right now she's looking like a whole fool out here in these streets. And I feel like I wasted my time looking at all this information up on her.
Yeah, so.
Yes. And so the question is, do Carlee have a right to privacy? Hell no.
No. You lost your privacy when you went to the media and asked for help.
Thank you. That's when you lost your privacy.
When you had her sharing her picture and talking about her and doing all that, you lost privacy. And I think that is, in my opinion, it's fucked up that she would even come and say that they need privacy during this time, being that you had all of us concerned. Now you just returned home alive and well, and you don't want to say nothing?
Thank you. And she lost her right of privacy when she said that she went missing, and we was all on using every social media, every platform we had. No, baby, you can't just shut it down. You had our emotions up and down. And this is the thing: when you are a black mama and you know black women get missing, kids, girls, women, human trafficking too. No, we on high alert.
We're owed an explanation.
Thank you. We owe one. It's your obligation to give us one.
Yeah.
Even if they said she had a mental breakdown, give me something.
Anything.
Just say that. Say she had a mental breakdown. Hey, she going through things in life. She's young. She went through COVID and all this other thing. Yes, I can understand that. But not just shutting us down like our emotions are up and down. Women were scared. Women were saying, when I put in the chat that they said they found her alive, people were saying prayer hands. Oh my God, they said I cried all day for that baby. And she ain't no baby. But this lady said I cried all day.
Even before Carlee showed up at home, when I thought that this was legit, and listen, I just say this. It may still be legit or whatever, but I said, "Oh shit, I won't be pulling over for no baby or anything weird that I see on this road. The most I'll do now is just call 911, but my ass ain't gonna be pulling over, whether it's true or not. I'm not gonna do it."
Mhm. I said it on live on Saturday. I'm not being a good Samaritan no more. If I see a baby down the street, I'm calling 911. I'm not getting out of my car. I'm not going to help it because I don't know if they're trying to lure women to get because we love kids. How about that?
Right.
I feel the same.
It's like this world is dangerous, and I'm sorry. It's we don't know who is coming out. I used to not believe in the boogeyman, but it's a real person. Is dangerous. And we have to protect our kids at all costs.
So, do you think that we're gonna get? You think we're gonna get a resolution? You think we're gonna get some information?
Until somebody who is a good detective. Okay, if you're a good detective, they're gonna find the. Let me tell you something. And I hate to say this, but these white folks ain't gonna spend their fucking resources and ain't gonna know the truth. Because Crime Stopper got a big old award for her. They gave all the money back to the people.
As rightfully so. But I do believe that they're gonna release a statement. They just gotta get it out. They just gotta put it together to make it sound right at this particular point.
Right.
Because I don't think they're not gonna not do it. I just don't know when they're gonna do it. So we're gonna get an answer, but I'm gonna question if it's the truth or if it's a lie though, because it just don't sound right. Nothing. It's just not adding up from what I can see, and that's just my opinion. It just don't seem like it's adding up to me.
Right.
And like I said, I didn't really question it until when she returned home, and there was no explanation as to what happened.
I'm not gonna lie, I did question it because I'm like, well, if she stopped for a 3 or 4 year old baby, why did she just stay in her car and wait till the cops get there, or why get out, or flag somebody else down and help her? Why did she have to be the only one? And so I did. And then when they said she, and that wig, I ain't gonna lie, that wig was like my first red flag. Okay, something wrong. That wig was my first red flag. I said, "Oh, this that bullshit." Somebody else some bullshit. That wig was because if somebody abducting you, let's be honest. If somebody abducting you and your wig is on good, they taking you and the wig, okay? Because my wig be on real good. So if they abducting me, they taking me and the wig. Just saying.
Dragging you caveman style down the block into the van, right?
I'm just saying, they taking me and the wig. So, and then when they said that her iPhone was in her car and her Apple Watch, I said, you don't want anybody to trace you.
Yeah, I thought the same when I found that out. But now listening to the 911 call, it was clear that she was actually out of her car.
Yes. And then the 911 said she couldn't get back in touch with her. That's weird too.
But then it ended up back in the car. So like I said, the math ain't mathing for me. I'm not a detective, but just the storyline itself right now, it did. Like I said, I didn't have doubts until she came home with no explanation. So that's where I started to have doubts. And, before I was like, okay, this could have potentially have happened. I seen the videos. I didn't see the baby. I didn't see what everybody else was saying when I seen the videos. But I still had, I was still like, okay, where is this girl at? What happened to her? And then when she popped up with no explanation, that's when I was like, this don't sound right.
And who gonna drop you off? And people got Ring cameras now. Who gonna drop you off at your mama and daddy house? They can drop you off at the hospital, the fire station. Come on now.
Side of the road.
She got dropped off?
The gas station.
She didn't get dropped off, did she?
Dropped off at mama, right in front of your house. Come on now. What kidnapper gonna bring you back to your mom and daddy house?
One that does Uber.
But here's the thing.
He drives Uber.
But look, Andrea, she came home with with no signs of struggles, no bruises, no punch marks, no bite marks, no nothing. Just her hair was disheveled, just messed up a little bit, and because she didn't have her wig on. But she didn't. They didn't say that she had any bruises or any of that. They didn't look like they didn't find any type of struggle. I don't even think they probably didn't find no dirt mark on her jeans.
Okay. So I'm just saying. I know people got ring cameras on their phone on their houses. So the people who got ring cameras, the cops ain't going to them asking, "Let me see your video." Come on now. We have more technology than anything. She lying. Mama and daddy, she's lying to them, and they know it. And Carlee is trying to be free at 25, and she's scared. She's under the pressure that she's gonna make her family not like her because she's doing something they don't like. Come on now, let's be honest and tell the truth. And this is where Black women, Black men need to have an open communication with their children. As long as you ain't killed nobody, I can help you. What's going on with you?
So let me ask you this, Andrea.
And the reason I say that because her parents remind me of my own parents. I couldn't go to them and talk to them about anything.
So, okay, my question is this: if you knew, so say if it was one of your kids and you knew that they were lying, would you stick with it? Would you go with the lie, or would you go out and tell them?
No, we're gonna tell the investigation what really happened, and if your ass get charged, we're gonna pay the consequences. But I didn't want people to spend all their resources looking for your crazy ass when you was lying to me. No, it's a lie. And I want to thank everybody who was looking for my child.
Right.
Have a little empathy, a sympathy, and a little gratitude and contrite, like my daughter lied, and I can say that.
And make her give a public statement as to what she did. If my daughter did that, I would make her go publicly. Mm-hmm. And she gonna tell her own story.
Right.
And I'm gonna stand there. I'm gonna stand right behind her and support her. But you gonna tell your own story.
Right.
You gotta apologize to the world.
Gotta apologize to the world. You became. Listen, the thing. It would be different. It would be different if our girls didn't go missing. But when this one incident can set us back, we already have an issue about our girls not getting the good reputation of missing, and they're not putting their resources to our girls. Right. What they say is they wearing booty shorts. They got their ass out. They got their cheeks out. They sexually active. They promiscuous. They saying all that we strippers. They already feel like we just give it up to a man really easy. Yeah. So if they feel like that, letting them see how we look. Come on now. And then you lie. This is a hoax. Right. This set us back.
I 1,000% agree.
And then what the next girl who really is fucking missing?
They're not gonna put as much energy out because of her.
Because of her.
They're gonna be like, oh, it's just another Black girl lying.
Mm-hmm. She's wanna be with her man, or her mama and daddy got issues.
Because I'm pretty sure they went and looked at her social media.
Right.
And those if she got booty shorts on, or in the clubs or alcohol or whatever, they're gonna be like, oh, she's probably just went with her friends.
And I tell my daughter this. I said we are judged as a higher standard. At a higher standard than white girls are. They never think they runaways. They never think they strippers. They never think they own drugs. They never think they prostitution. They never think none of that. But we are judged highly. So whatever you put on your social media, be fucking careful.
Yeah.
And I preach that to my son too. So my thing is, I'm sorry, Carlee, parents, fuck your privacy. Fuck your privacy. You ain't gonna have no privacy, and I got questions, and I want my questions answered. If I put my money, resource to the state of Alabama to sue y'all asses, how about that?
Right, like you said, people was using their platforms to put her picture out and try to help, and you doing shit like this. But like I said, that social media shit, it's critical. It's not even just for this, but it's also for employment. If you want to make some of yourself. That's the first place listen, I do this for a company that I work for. And the first place that I go after I finish interviewing that person is to their social media page.
It's their social media. I told my son and my daughter the same thing. The first person your people to see, my social media is, you can see mine, I don't care. But you ain't going to see something that you ain't going to, I can get hired. My social media is not bad. So they look at your social media now. That is called, we have a something record that shows how we get down.
Yeah.
When the boss ain't working, when the boss ain't looking at you.
Absolutely. So I'm about to look on social media and see what she got on there. Actually, let me see how seriously they're taking this.
She need to stop putting filters on herself. She need to stop putting filters on herself.
Yo, she looked like a chameleon. I can't even lie. It's like she got a million different looks.
Right. And so
Chicks
I
like
don't know.
that scare me.
I just said, but I do believe as parents, we need to have an open communication with our children. And I tell my daughter and my son, you can tell me anything as long as you ain't murdered nobody, okay? You can tell me anything. But I do believe she reminded me of my mother and my father. I look at them a day and I said, okay, see, behind closed doors, you could be telling your kids what you don't want and what you not gonna tolerate. And sometimes kids, I was afraid of my daddy. I wouldn't cross my daddy even to this day. I won't cross him like I'll tell him in my own house how I feel, but in his face, that's why I ain't going to. And so I feel like the pressure of her mom and dad saying, even if it's a young man her own age, and her mom and dad said, focus on school, get your nursing career. You don't be worried about these men. They're gonna always be around. What happens is when you put your kids out in the world and then you don't give them the tools to live out in the world with people, they be wild animals. And they don't know how to contain themselves. So I'm sorry, Carlee parents. We want to know. I got questions, and you need to be answering them. Your daughter lied, and she's not telling the truth. Y'all should, as Black parents, make your children accountable for their mistakes.
So I'm reading a statement that was left.
Mm-hmm.
So I just said I was going to search her Facebook page. Well, now when you search her Facebook page, now a page coming up, but it's all kind of information about her. And so on this Facebook page that was posted 18 minutes ago from ABC, and it says, "We would not be bullied." Carlee Russell's mother issued a statement saying the family would not do anything to compromise her daughter's mental health. And a part of the statement that's in here was that she did give the detective her statement, and it says that hopefully they were pursuing the abductor, and that it will be up to law enforcement to determine what information they want to release to the public. They would normally release all that shit, but okay.
With this, if I was law enforcement, how many people been kidnapped in that area? Okay, we'll go back and do some damn research. And you want to make us use all our resources to go find how many people been kidnapped in this area, blah, 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 and this ain't, okay. But but when I use all my resources and come and find out this is a hoax, I will charge your ass just on GP. But make me do all this damn work.
Jussie Smollett your ass.
Right?
Yes. But make me do all this damn work.
Talking about they don't want to compromise the investigation, so it'll be up to law enforcement to release whatever information that they choose based on her statement. And it says, lastly,
I know,
check this out.
I know when you kidnap, they don't want to put all the details about the kidnap. I get that, but give us something that this don't sound like a hoax to us.
Right. So
because 2 + 2 adds 4.
Right.
Not this don't add up, and if it don't add up to me, it's not add up to other people.
Okay, so I'm not feeling the mom right now. Let me tell you what she said in this statement. She says, lastly, when we initially asked for help of the public in searching and praying for Carlee's safe return, we asked for sincere prayers and not prayers or support that came with strings and entitlement.
Oh.
Wow.
So you want us to look for your daughter, use all our resources, and put it on all our social media to help find your daughter. And now you're telling me you didn't ask for strings and entitlement? We're not being entitled. All we want to know is the real question. Is this a hoax or is she playing our face?
Yeah, so she like, that's like, yeah, bitch, I got my daughter. To hell what y'all talking about. Because now you're talking about, we don't owe you nothing. We didn't know that anything was going to be attached. Now, and my thing is, you do at least owe the public something. The people that was looking for her, the people that posted her picture a couple times throughout the day, you owe us something.
And I would turn around and ask the mother, what if it was my daughter? Do I owe the public something? I do. When they found when we found my daughter, the first thing I called when we found my daughter was the police. Okay? Was the police. And when and the person who kidnapped my daughter was and I said, meet me at a Little Caesar. And when I got to Little Caesar, you know what I told the police officer? You better stay right here because if you better stay right here because the black woman I know is sitting at my house waiting on me, they would have beat this woman's ass. So you better stay right here between us. Because the part that forget that I'm a foster mom and I'm a mom first want to beat the shit out of her. How about that? But keeping my daughter all fucking night.
Something else.
So no, I think everybody who's coming helping looking for my daughter. I appreciate them. They didn't have to get out of their beds, walk the street. Who are you talking to like that? Y'all got some kind of nerve. And when you called 911 and said my child is missing, you lost all rights to privacy. Period.
So yo.
Shit. These parents got me fucked up. They ain't thinking about I want privacy. Well, you should kept the family business in your business, and your daughter won't don't do it something. Okay, we don't know if she's telling the truth or she's not telling the truth. We think it's a hoax. So the privacy goes out the window when you call 911 and say your children is missing. When you got everybody on the news, the social media, the police officers. What about the police officers who should be looking for other people who are missing? How about that? And what if it was another girl in Alabama who was really missing, but they used all the resources to help look for Carlee? I'm just asking some questions now. Are we gonna justify that? What if she found out missing and dead? And we found out Carlee was a hoax.
Hey, listen.
Who paid for that?
So let's put those questions, let's put those questions out to the viewers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
we got to do it.
Okay.
Cool. So, what you guys actually heard. Look, and for the record, this is how this particular recording came about.
Right.
I was at the crib, and this is not the first time. You know, me and my lady Andrea I'll be on the phone with her, and then we involve ourselves in the we'll have a conversation. So this conversation started Monday night. It was like an hour and change long conversation, and I kept getting annoyed during the first part because I was like, damn, y'all are so intense, man. We should be doing this on a live stream. You know, my lady doesn't want to be on YouTube. So, I was like, man, this should be on a live stream. And they were going hard. And then at one point, you know what? I pulled out my other phone and I hit the phone record. And then I just didn't tell them, until after it was over. I was like, yo, I had to record that. That was fire. And it was fire. Yep. So just to give you guys some perspective, this call took place. This started at Monday night, and then it went into Tuesday morning, right after midnight. So the hoax was not delivered. We didn't know. The information came out on Wednesday.
Mhm.
All right. So these were already the theories, and I want to thank you. Oh, let me put this out. I do want to celebrate my brother. Thank you so much, Ron P, for that Cash App. We definitely appreciate you. Obviously, guys, you know I'm demonetized due to some of the shorts that I had put up in the format that I had did. So what's going on now is I'm going back to my monetization. However, I have to remake viewing hours. So that's where I am right now, but I still have over 1,680 viewers and subscribers, I should say. So I sincerely appreciate your support, hanging with the brother, staying in pocket, not unsubscribing to clear your stuff up, you know, and just know when I feel it and when I think it's good, I'm going to come to you. All right. So I appreciate you. So the news, when it started coming out, I said, damn it, I should have released that recording that night. I said I should have released it that night, you know, and we were already scheduled for a show.
Right.
And then my homie on Thursday, my boy Nathan, real Nathan Daly, who's an awesome content creator, he was doing an impromptu show. So I hit him up. I was like, man, bro, you know, I love you, right? You know, you got a bigger crowd than me and my viewers overlap with yours. So I'm moving the sucker to Friday.
Mm-hmm.
We got so much information, you know? So let's just kind of bring folks up to speed a little bit, you know, because I was able to get, I'll tell you this, I was able to find actual video that folks don't have. I've been able to find some actual video related to the Carlee Russell case. So you watching, Andrea? And this is actual video for the record of Carlee Russell.
Yes, it's a toddler out here on the freeway. Is there any way you can send anybody? Because I'm scared for her. Please, somebody come help! Hey, yeah, I called him. Can you see my hazard lights? Yeah, I'm right here. Look, I don't know how long it's gonna take for them to get here, so don't be asking all these damn questions. Just make sure you right there when I get there, goddamn. Because I'm right here on I-459. It ain't gonna take them that long to get here. So just make sure you right there.
Are you coming?
Yeah, I'm putting a wig on my seat right now. Just hold on. I gotta make sure like something happen. Shit.
But I'm saying, you know it ain't gonna take them long to get there. They right around the damn corner, trace and shit.
Hold on, can't forget my damn phone. Hold on.
Did you get my snacks and shit?
Yes, I got your damn snacks. Now chill out. Shit. Here I come.
Hey.
What?
Have you checked the internet lately?
No, what's wrong?
Check your Facebook page.
They got a camera up there?
Apparently they fucking do.
Shit, I got to go home.
Hold on, let me get a quickie before you leave.
I got to go home.
You're on mute, Chef. Okay.
No, I'm not. I didn't say anything. Woo! Thank God.
We can make light of it because you know she's home and safe, okay. But we can make light of it, okay. But in the first initial, it wasn't funny, okay. But we know this is a hoax, okay. We know this is not true. So yeah, we can make fun of it. But in the initial, I was a little scared. I ain't gonna lie. I had a conversation with my son and my daughter, and I definitely told my daughter to be careful when she's out in the middle of the night. And I told her if she see a baby in the middle of the street, call 911, but don't get out your car and leave. You can't be a good Samaritan right now.
Yeah, it's just crazy. The information, just having the facts, you know. and let's see how they kind of culminated a bit.
A strange twist in the already strange mystery surrounding the woman in Alabama who disappeared and then turned up 2 days later saying she'd been abducted. Police are now talking publicly about what Carlee Russell was searching for online before she vanished.
Police say they are still investigating, and the reason why they came forward with all this information is they said a lot of people in the community were worried, and then they went into detail just about watching the surveillance video while she was at work and watching Carlee take some items away from that job, and then also stopping at Target for snacks.
What we can't say is that we've been unable to verify most of Carlee's initial statement made to investigators.
You think about all the people who hit the streets to try to find her, and then all the police resources that were used in this. But then you go into that internet search history, and I thought that was so detailed by this police department when it comes to how old does someone have to be for an Amber Alert, or the one-way bus ticket, or that movie Taken. So many questions about this one.
Dumb. Okay. They hired the Secret Service to go get your computer at work and all that kind of stuff. Girl, these people ain't playing. Come on now, we take this seriously.
Yeah, let's see some more from the news.
With the law enforcement.
So let's hear a little more from the news.
Police chief outlined 3 crimes that they believe Carlee has committed. That's theft, lying to authorities, and filing a false police report. He says he is shocked that Carlee has not been arrested on those charges.
That's what I think happened.
Eric Guster spent years as a criminal defense attorney. He says, like the rest of the country, he was pulled into the Carlee Russell case. He says while police didn't come out and say it at the press conference, the message was clear.
She said she was kidnapped, and the kidnapping didn't happen. Our citizens are safe. There's not a kidnapper out there. So they use every almost synonym for lie except saying she lied.
He says the search for Carlee wasted the time and money of law enforcement and concerned community members. The father of murder victim Anaya Blanchard wrote about it on his Facebook page, saying his wounds had been reopened and it wasn't okay to bring his family into the search.
Imagine going and searching for someone and they're off doing something else and they're never in danger. And you're thinking about saving this person's daughter and yours was not saved. Beyond angry, super livid, that would be me.
Guster says he worries this case could affect future missing persons cases.
It's going to be much more difficult for African-American women to be believed, and it may actually decrease the number of actual reports of things because people are already afraid that they won't be believed.
He says right now Carlee needs an attorney to advise her on how to respond to police.
If I was Carlee's attorney, I would speak for her. I would not allow her to speak to the police because anything she says can and will be used against her. I would speak for her. I would go to the mayor. I would go to the police chief and figure out if there's something we could do. That's what I would do.
All right, folks. Sorry, go ahead.
He say figure out something. No, she need to go to jail. Figure out something she can do. Jail time for her.
Remember, right, in your infinite emotional state, right? Let's remember, he stated if he was his lawyer. So when you're a lawyer and you're what they call vigorously defending somebody, because of course, you know, with crimes, you're perceived innocent until proven guilty.
Yes.
So in his wisdom, as a barrister or a lawyer or an attorney defending that person, it's not about his moral judgment. It's about vigorously defending that person. And part of it is telling them when to shut the hell up. You understand? Because it's not going to work for their case. So I do understand his perspective that he was coming from, you know?
Yes.
On another side note, I'm going to be dropping the link, but I want to just keep to the structure because this is not going to be a very long stream today, but I definitely wanted to touch base with you guys. All right. So I'll be dropping that shortly once, you know, we talk about, forget talking about, you know what? Let's do this, man. We're going to give you part 2 of the real Carlee Russell story, starring Carlee Russell. There's been video that has been uncovered. So what I'll do is I played part 1, but I'm going to play it once again for the folks that missed it.
Yes, it's a toddler out here on the freeway. Is there any way you can send anybody because I'm scared for her? Please, somebody come help. Hey, yeah, I called them. Can you see my hazard lights? Yeah, I'm right here. Uh-huh. Look, I don't know how long it's gonna take for them to get here, so don't be asking all these damn questions. Just make sure you right there when I get there, goddamn. Cause I'm right here on I-459. It ain't gonna take them that long to get here. So just make sure you right there.
Are you coming?
Yeah, I'm putting a wig on my seat right now. Just hold on. I gotta make sure like something happen. Shit.
But I'm saying, you know it ain't gonna take them long to get there. They right around the damn corner, Trace and shit.
Hold on, can't forget my damn phone. Hold on.
Did you get my snacks and shit?
Yes, I got your damn snacks. Now chill out. Shit. Here I come.
Hey,
What?
have you checked the internet lately?
No, what's wrong?
Check your Facebook page.
They got a camera up there?
Apparently they fucking do.
Shit, I got to go home.
Hold on, let me get a quickie before you leave.
I got to go home.
No, they missed the quickie. So, part 2 of that exclusive footage. Let me do this real quick. All right. Pardon that technical gaffe. We're going to go to part 2.
Hello? Yeah, I'm in a damn neighborhood. You should never drop me off at the goddamn gas station. I didn't want to go to the goddamn gas station. You want somebody to see me? I'm already damn running. The lady was rubbing my hair. I heard the baby crying. They was taking pictures. No sexual activities. Damn, I can't believe I done did this shit. God damn it. Fuck. Been looking for her ass. I don't know where the hell she at. I'm sick of her. Damn! Hey, I'm home. Where the hell you been?
I'm the dad. Where the hell you been?
Y'all gonna let me in? Yeah. Come on. Come on, thank you.
Well, where the hell did you come from?
Yes. We got one more for you. Because, you know, we always talk about the others. So we got to talk about fathers and mothers.
All right, so what we taking a shot to?
I-459, baby. Damn.
All right, go ahead, ma'am. So how did you guys feel when she finally showed back up? Honestly, I didn't give a damn. I knew what she was.
Hell, I was lost. Mixed feelings.
So did you guys hug or embrace her or anything like that? To be honest with you, hell no. I didn't know if the motherfucker had a yeast infection, staph infection, hell, a cheesy infection.
You stupid.
Oh, shit. So how do you guys feel about the whole situation? What do I think about the situation? Shit, hell, what do you think about it? What are we playing?
We play tongue. We want to play tongue.
Well, take them jokers out because I don't like playing like that.
Okay, I got you. We think the same thing y'all last think.
Basically. Okay, so I have one more question. Do you guys believe that her abductor is still out there somewhere? Yeah, he's still out there somewhere.
I mean, hell yeah, he out there.
Somebody got to get him.
Cat's out there.
I'm sure they got to track nobody. They got some drones or something like that. They can, look for him wherever he is.
Hey, you stop cheating.
I'm not cheating.
You stop. I always doing that. You same moves.
That's the footage. All right. So you see it for yourself. I put the link in the chat. I already pinned it to the top.
Okay.
So you could join the conversation. But look, man. Let's talk the real part of it. It can be funny now, but it's definitely something that's intrinsically horrible that can occur. There was something that Derek had put into the chat earlier, and he mentioned about the Tawana Brawley case and how heavy that case was, because Tawana Brawley had accused several cops of SAing her. And it was a big, major case. There was a lot of outrage, a lot of controversy. That was the case that actually catapulted Reverend Al Sharpton into mega fame. This particular case, but in the end, it was determined that Tawana Brawley was lying. But there was a lot to it. There was cops that resigned. There were cops that went into depression because they became immediately vilified by everyone.
Yes.
And one of the police officers subsequently took his own life behind that case. So Tawana, she had to pay a significant amount in restitution behind that, and Al Sharpton also had to pay about $66,000 also, and he happens to be the person that represented her. All right. So there's a lot that can come from press blaming you and people blaming you for something you may not have done. Think about the John Benet Ramsey case.
Yes.
The world. They siphoned through every single crystal grain of their lives, questioned every single decision, questioned their veracity. Veracity is basically the level of truth that they have within them. You know, they questioned everything. They called the mom, you know, Mrs. Ramsey. They called her a psycho for putting her daughter into pageants. The world vilified them, and in the end, after she lost her life, they lost their family. We find out somebody actually went into their home and abducted their child. So these kind of situations, they add to those types of situations. These people wanted help to find their beautiful daughter that they spent tons of money on grooming, in the positive term of grooming, and growing her, and use their money and wealth to do so. And in the end, they were cannibalized by people, their own community, their own families, and they were left isolated and alone. This is heavy. So those are the negative impacts of things like this. We could talk about the other negative impact that Andrea brought up, which was, you know, they say that sisters have to work double, you know, in terms of their behavior to be viewed in a particular way.
True.
What does this do for the future sisters that are actually telling the truth?
It sets us back. It makes us feel like we're gonna have to prove that we're telling the truth. This is not good, and this is why I have a problem. And I don't care who don't like it. Yes, I'm a Black woman, and I damn think she should be charged. I think she should be charged, and I think she should go to jail and pay restitution.
I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that, because it's like, how many different situations are we going to have to endure? This is actually going to be a heavy blow to the believe all women concept that's out there, which is like an offshoot of the Me Too movement. But the believe all women. So as crazy as it sounds, Andrea, when you state that this has a negative impact on the sisters, right? In actuality, it also has residual monkey branching impacts to white women as well, because she is a woman. You understand? And what takes place is that whole dynamic, it's a big slap in the face, you know? But what I want to do is bring in one of my thought folks in here, deep thinker, and he'll say some things you may not like, but he says what he means. My brother, Derek C. Williams.
Yeah. Shout out and respect due to Flatbush's own Chef Choupino.
Salute
to your chat, and to the mighty and ubiquitous Andrea Lynch. She all over YouTube. Respect. It's WILLIAMS. It's very important that you write people's names correctly. Just less than 2 minutes of your time. As you can see, we're in the medical center right here. So I got it's everybody's closing up, and so I got to get out of here. So less than 3 minutes of your time. I put in your chat about I'm sure you're very well of the 1987 case of Tawana Brawley and how she lied and said some white guys raped her, wrote fecal matter on her face and this, that, and the third. And as it turned out, that'd be a major hoax. We move on up to present day with the gay dude Jesse Millette telling everyone at 2 a.m, no less, in Chicago, even though that's a major city. Subway is not open at 2 a.m, but nonetheless, he was attacked at 2 a.m. by some white people and all this. And of course, blacks have a bad history of racial discrimination in this country. So when somebody's black says something like that, it kind of make you pause the cause. But when you have cases like this, I think that hurts our cause even more so. It's one thing, and it's very true what Ms. Lynch said and what you said too, Chef, is that yes, a lot of our black women are coming up missing. It's the funniest thing. They don't report on the men being taken as much as the women, but if a man gets taken away from his family, I'm sure his family hurts just as much as if it's a woman. But nonetheless, that's the way the media is skewed. It's skewed more toward the woman, so you got to allow for that. But it hurts our cause even more so because so many of our women and young girls come up missing. You may have heard a new movie that's out called The Sound of Freedom, and it's based off of a real life G.I. Joe guy by the name of Tim Ballard. I'm actually by his merchandise. It's called Our Underground Railroad, and it's basically and it's not just me. Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin, I was shocked, is also a contributor to that man's work because he's trying to go out here and find young girls and women that all over the world that are coming up missing. But when you have stories like this girl, this idiot, it makes the whole cause of standing up for black people when they come up missing. What other white folks that would want to come in and help, and other blacks not want to help. Something Ms. Lynch said I have to strongly disagree with her about is when she tells her daughter or even herself to not render aid. You at that point are just as bad as the people that you have an issue with. Your job is to be a good human being and to help when and where you can, but just to cut off just because you have things like this, we can't live like that either. So it's a fine line. What that woman, if something like that was to happen, I would expect my 18-year-old daughter to render aid, because if it got back to me that she didn't, she got to answer to me. Because if I see Miss Lynch's young son out on the highway and I don't know Miss Lynch, I'm going to go render aid and let the chips fall where they may. But people are so frightened because something Miss Lynch said about luring, that is a possibility. But the fact is, you see a child. You don't leave a child out in the middle of the street. You don't leave somebody out on the dirt road to die. That's not what being a human is all about. So that's pretty much all I want to say. I think that she got the Department of Justice hand on this thing, so she going to jail, and she should. She should. And it doesn't matter what color she is. She just was wrong using up all these resources and making folks look stupid. So that's pretty much all I want to say. And just thank you for having me on your platform. All right.
Okay, Dick.
Man, listen, before you drop, I want to appreciate you delivering it in that method, because remember when Andrea was saying about it, I likened it to terrorism. The terrorism, and how I'm going to connect it to what you're saying, the terrorism is the fear that's caused. So now,
yes,
God forbid, there's a child in the freaking road, right? People are not going to render aid. And just to show what he's stating, right? I'm going to just flip through a screen for you. I'm not even going to play videos, right? I'm just going to flip through a screen just to allow you to see what's up there. All right, let me make sure it's shared. All right, do you see this? Baby rescued walking alone on busy freeway in Wisconsin. That was 4 years ago. Baby rescued while crawling across road in New Jersey 4 years ago. Young boy found wandering alone on West Side. All right. 1 year ago. Let's keep it going. Officials looking for family of child found walking alone. 2-year-old boy found wandering Pacific Beach streets alone. Good Samaritan saves baby found crawling on the side of the road.
There you
go. Toddler
go.
found walking Bronx Street alone. Cop rescues toddler walking alone in Illinois highway. I'll play this one. I'm going to play this.
What a heart-stopping moment. Up ahead is a toddler.
Sorry, my connection is bugging right now. God.
Yeah. Well, it's fine, Chef. I got you.
As a tractor trailer whizzes by. It's a tragedy waiting to happen until a police sergeant happens along.
Out of the corner of my eye, I initially thought it was a dog at large about to run in the street. Trying to corral a 1-year-old boy running across 59.
Naperville, Illinois Police Sergeant Anthony Menino got out of his car and blocked all traffic behind him.
Hey! 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 Come here!
I didn't want to belabor the point, but I think you guys understand. So, Andrea, that was kind of a way. I understand what he's saying. You know, at the end of the day, those precious children, they're our precious children. And the world's precious children, if we still think about the village, they're ours. If your sister goes and gets hooked on drugs and, you know, is out in them streets, who's going to take care of her kids, Andrea? You. Right. You on mute, but you. So,
right.
In saying all of that, if you allow your children and say don't ever help a child, that means that you are now a victim of that terrorism. You on mute, D. Hold on, let me unmute you. All right, Derek, you got to start back again. Derek, you on mute for a second.
Okay, no problem. I was just going to say, again, thank you for having me on your platform. But I was just going to say the irony in what Ms. Lynch said, because I got to dig the knife. This is a woman that took on other people's children, and to say that she would not pick up a child because of something she saw on TV, I don't even. There's no words for that. I don't think what I do know that is. I'm speechless. For someone to be in the foster care system, to take on children that she did not bear, but here she is today saying that. Just got to dig the knife. It's just friendly competition. So I'm gonna go on and drop down again, and like I said, salute to your chat and salute to you, Chef Choupino, Ms. Lynch. I'm gonna see you around YouTube. All right.
Hold it down, dude.
I was just I was just scared. Okay, because I feel like the homegirl bit.
We know. We'll talk later. We know. All right. You take care. Take care, sir.
Hold it down, bro.
All right.
Salute. So I will tell you this, Dre. I get what he's saying, and I do like the fact that that Derek. He reminds me of my homeboy Andre from back in the day, but I like the fact that sometimes Derek will push his argument to a really strong end of the spectrum of how he feels, right? You're on mute, by the way, of how he feels. Mm-hmm. And, you know, think about it. When you and I communicate and you'll call, Chef, you believe this? Such. What you think about that? I think it's wrong. And then I'll say, well, hold on, Andre. I want you to think about it like this. Mm-hmm. Think about this situation. Right. Now think about if it was you or your children in that situation. I want you to tell me now how you would feel. And then she would get quiet like, okay, Chef, I see what you're saying now. Oh, I hate you, Chef. Right?
Right.
And that's what would happen. And then at some point you would gain some perspective.
Right.
But what this shows more so is the power of that terrorism. When you tell lies about a fake monster, about a fake killer, a fake, SA'er.
Yes.
What you're doing is creating fear within your community. You're creating fear within your community. And that's a major, major problem.
Yes. It makes I was afraid. I'm not gonna lie. I did because new things that have been coming out, even in the news, was telling when you go to the gas station, people be putting some on the nozzle. So they were saying, be careful when you go to the gas station. Be careful when you go to your window shield if you see some white stuff on it. And so, yes, it's so much stuff that we have to worry about. Like even when I go to the gas station, I got hand sanitizer. I'm making sure it ain't unknown there that I may pass out or something. So yes, is I'm afraid of some things. Yes, I am, and maybe sometimes I do overreact. As in a sense, I don't want to. I'm gonna help a baby. It's just in my nature. I am gonna help it, even though I said I wasn't gonna do it. I'm still gonna be out there making sure that the child is okay. That's in my nature. Even though I think I would go against myself. I'm gonna help. Period.
Absolutely. So I did put a poll
Mhm.
into the chat, and it was a question.
Mhm.
Do you believe Carlee Russell deserves jail time? Yes, no, or if you just believe she deserves probation. All right. Right now we have 3 votes in at 100% yes. So by the time we're done, we'll announce the results of that. But that's interesting. And everybody that's watching, listen, if you're watching from the clouds, it's okay. It's not going to show that you're watching the show. So please participate as well. Okay. And we just got another vote in. We're still at 100. So what do we do now? How do we move forward, Dre?
How we move forward? We move forward in hold on 1 minute, Chef.
So I'll answer it first. Are you good? Well, I say this. I'll answer. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, go ahead.
How we move forward with it, it makes us like when a story comes out, we're putting. I'm not saying I'm an investigator because I didn't go to school for that, but it makes us want to put the pieces together and wants to know more information before we judge and jury and execution, because I know we waited till all the information came out, and I think that was good because I didn't want to judge her and say she was lying. I wanted to really believe what she was saying, and so it makes how we move forward is even when the next girl saying that she was kidnapped, we gonna do an investigation. All we can do is prove that she's wrong, and what makes us prove that she's wrong is with the evidence that's been given to us, and that's how we move forward. But it's in the back of our minds. We're gonna thinking, okay, putting all the pieces together. Is she telling the truth? What happened? All this, and just because I watched some like Anderson Cooper and crime investigative stories, they really help us because they show what the investigator is looking for and what are they all the details. So I'm not saying we all want to be investigators, but damn it, we was all putting two together and then it add up to us. And then and to me all the resources, this was, we're always complaining about black girls not getting represented on the news and on the social media. Do y'all know everybody was on their social media, their Facebook, their Instagram, their TikTok? This was an important story, and I just feel like all the resources that were took to look for her, them people just ain't out there because they want to be looking for somebody. They thought that she was really hurt and somebody really took her. And so it takes money to go with a helicopter, the drone, the start a rally. It takes money to get all that done.
Absolutely. So I want to kind of speak to a certain thing, and I want to call it the arrogance of our youth.
Okay.
So I'm a 50-year-old black man. You're a 40-something-year-old black woman. Here's the thing. We came up at a time where we are the generation that was pre and post modern technology. All right.
Right.
So we understand what we used to have and what we have now.
Right.
This generation came up in this now. So you would think that they would actually be more aware of how they can be tracked, the visibility of them. You get me?
Right.
But the level of arrogance, we understand the differences. We understand the changes. So always Big Daddy 7, peace, my brother. Let me show his message. All right. Oops. He said, I live in a small city in Louisiana. We have cameras on every light, a command center downtown where they can see every camera in the city. They use satellite. They used to connected to the satellite in space. And this is a small city. And your phone is a tracking device. Right. So what's happening is you can't get away with stuff like you could before with cameras every single place. That does not exist. And I'm bugging by the hubris of the next generation that's taking the torch from us, that they're so inundated with this technology that they've taken for granted the ability for them to be tracked. And they don't understand how tethered that they are to people's mainframes. All right. But before I get into all of that, I do want to bring up a special guest. I appreciate you falling through. All right. And that hairdo is looking crispy.
Thank you so much, Asia.
Crispy. I'm going to call you Crispy Lolo. What it do, my sister?
Don't call me Crispy. But I thank you for having me up. I just wanted to quickly kind of bring to mind, and I'm sorry I'm driving. Normally I would have been home by now. I just wanted to quickly bring up the fact that, just like Andrea said, we spend a lot of, the police spend a lot of money trying to look for people who are lost, and out there, and we can't find. But very little, it seems like, of those resources are put on the people that are really gone. It's like they give them a very short time. Okay, we're going to see if they turn up. And if they turn up, then we just go ahead and forget it. But Miss Russell, actually, she took a lot of resources from real crimes happening, from real things going on. And just like Jesse Smollett, you kind of putting people, all of a sudden you got somebody with supposedly orange hair, which is possible, okay? Which is possible, but it just seems like we will spend a lot of money on the hoaxes and give the most attention to the hoaxes when we will not give even a quarter of that attention to real cases and real people that are actually lost. I don't know if I'm even making sense, but I just, it just seems like when they are stereotyping individuals and, they smell a little this or that coming out of their car, and they spend an inordinate amount of time trying to turn them into a worse suspect than they actually are. Looking for guns, looking for this. Look, I mean, how are they spending their resources, and how should they divide it up? How will they know which is which car is rolling around with AKs on the floor and which ones aren't? Somebody that's got some smoke coming out of their car, but they're not running around with illegal things. Well, that could be illegal anyway. Inordinate things in situations that just don't even make sense.
We might have lost you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay, Lolo, just let
I'm
them know.
sorry. It's because I'm near my house. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, Chef, and just put in my 1 cent because chicks still poor. So
ladies and gentlemen, when people are driving, when folks are driving, ladies and gentlemen, what actually occurs is your signal is not connected to one tower. It literally connects and hands off to each other tower, kind of like when Spider-Man comes to the city. So you're gonna get a little choppiness. but even with that residual choppiness, the power of your message came through, my sister. So I appreciate you.
Thank you, my dear. I appreciate you. I'm gonna leave y'all. Thank you. I'm gonna leave y'all because I got a zillion groceries to bring in. But Andrea, always lovely to see you, my sister. And Chef, thank you so much for even, giving me an ear. I appreciate you. I was just gonna listen and whatnot, but I appreciate you guys and what your messages are. Everybody's messages, because they're important. Like you said, you got to look at it from several perspectives. And being a Libra, I'm always weighing one against the other, which is worse, which is, the least of the evils. Or so it's just, you got to look at it from everybody's perspective. Some people don't think it's that important. Some people think it's the most important thing right now. We got to talk about it right now, but they ain't saying nothing about all them other people that are still missing. And that's, it just seems like we need to talk about them as well. Bring them back up. Keep them in circulation. Right. You never know when they'll pop up.
That's true.
So, but I wish y'all good. I will see you all later. I got to run, because if I don't get all this stuff in the house, I'm going to have to get you over here, Chef, to help me get this junk in the house. Okay.
Let's do it.
I love y'all. I will talk to y'all another time.
Hold it down. Love you back, man. Thank you.
You know what?
Bye, babes.
The lady in the chat said that maybe she should be a jail time and some fine. You know what's
wait.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna put some respect on her name.
Okay.
Right? That's not the lady in the chat. She actually family. You don't know that, right? First off, this is S. Eds. She's been a viewer for a very, very long time, right?
Okay.
And I forgot to give her a wrench a long time ago. She also is, she's a power moderator on YouTube as well. She happens to also be the moderator for Real Nathan Daly.
Oh, okay.
Awesome lady. All of us got to hang out together in Atlanta. So, that's fam right now. She's not that lady. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I mean, she says she what if she works with communities? I think she should do jail time. I think she should get community service, and I think her community service she should be working on when they got missing people. Since she wants to be missing, okay, that's a good idea.
That's it. Yeah, you're thinking right there. I like that one. That the community service should be something that should be heavily impactful to her, as opposed to something that's just punishment related. There should be some particular changing effect, rehabilitation, if you will.
Right. So she can talk to some young kids at the college, at the high school, so they won't be falsely calling 911, making up allegations. That's not true.
And here's the beauty, not the beauty, but the irony of all of this. This is just one particular situation, right?
Right.
Remember, she was already being investigated for embezzlement.
Right.
Remember, and the employer did not deny that she did it.
Right.
She's been under investigation for embezzlement. You guys heard about the money that was being siphoned or funneled into Atlanta, which was a potential desired destination for her and her family. So we haven't even cracked that egg. All right. That's why when I told you this is not going to be long, I'm going to hit you in the head with some information.
Yeah.
But I also have to, like I do for myself, keep my mind open to take in new information that could potentially change the perspective of the way that I think. All right.
Yeah.
So we're not doing this all day. I want Andrea, I want you to tell me. Oh, wait. Let me go. Always Big Daddy 7 said, food for thought, Chef. Investigators used to have to run the streets to get leads to close cases. Now they sit in their office and watch you on social media. Absolutely. And that ties into what I was saying earlier about everybody becomes a super sleuth or a master investigator on their phones, on their computers now, and they're studying and investigating. I actually did one of those when they had the case with the brother who got beat up by the cops. And I started reviewing and going slow motion and actually seeing the cop took a picture of him. And I did a stream called Who Was He Texting? It was one of the shorts. So with this technology, committing crime is going to be really difficult. Really, really difficult.
Really difficult. And
So,
and that's what the kids don't understand. Like their social media, they're tracking them by their phone, tracking them by their Apple Watch. We have so much way to track a person like we didn't, but now we do. So,
all right. So let's say, because we're going to come back for some information, we're going to come back for some facts.
Right.
We're going to come back to break down whatever needs to be broken down for clarity within this particular story, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, what is it that you would like to see going forward?
Well, I would like to see going forward that when Black girls go missing, that we have the same attention that Carlee got. We got to get the same attention that she got, and she got a mass attention this time. It was a mass.
All right. What I'll say that I want is full clarity. I want full clarity, full transparency, and I want to see true remorse. But the most that I want to see is the change in our conceptual thinking. Mm-hmm. I want to see a change in how we view information, how quickly we allow ourselves, and how sensitized that we are to the new information. Mm-hmm. And us having, even though we may think we know the information we need, us being cautiously optimistic prior to taking a strong stance, because new information can totally change you 180 degrees from what you thought you knew. All right. So with that being said, we're going to be wrapping up the show. But prior to wrapping up the show, what I would like to do, and absolutely, my brother, absolutely, I hope this is a learning lesson for a lot of youth. Start to pay attention to that technology that you have, and start looking back to the prior generation to see how and why that technology was designed. Take a moment to go and read a book called 1984 by George Orwell. Please read that. And then after that, watch a movie called The Minority Report. I'm not telling you what to believe. I'm just throwing a couple of different colored lenses in your face for you to be able to see if it changes your perspective or not, or confirms what you may believe. All right. So with that being said, here's what I'm going to do, because I know a couple people pulled in late, right? This is not a super long stream. So for those that don't know, I was able to procure the actual video, all right, that guys haven't seen, the actual video of Carlee Russell, what took place and everything, all right? And there was an interview with their parents. So let's take a look before you start vibing.
Yes, it's a toddler out here on the freeway. Is there any way you can send anybody? Because I'm scared for her. Please, somebody come help. Hey, yeah, I called them. Can you see my hazard lights? Yeah, I'm right here. Yeah, I see. Uh-huh. Look, I don't know how long it's gonna take for them to get here, so don't be asking all these damn questions. Just make sure you right there when I get there, goddamn. Because I'm right here on I-459. It ain't gonna take them that long to get here. So just make sure you right there. Are you coming? Yeah, I'm putting a wig on my seat right now. Just hold on. I gotta make sure like something happen. Shit.
But I'm saying, you know it ain't gonna take them long to get there. They right around the damn corner, Tracy. Shit.
Hold on, can't forget my damn phone. Hold on.
Did you get my snacks and shit?
Yes, I got your damn snacks. Now chill out. Shit. Here I come.
Hey.
What?
Have you checked the internet lately?
No, what's wrong?
Check your Facebook page.
They got a camera up there?
Apparently they fucking do.
Shit, I got to go home.
Hold on, let me get a quickie before you leave.
I got to go home. Hello? Yeah, I'm in a damn neighborhood. You should never drop me off at the goddamn gas station. I didn't want to go to the goddamn gas station. You want somebody to see me? I'm already damn running. The lady was rubbing my hair. I heard the baby crying. They was taking pictures. No sexual activities. Damn, I can't believe I done did this shit. God damn it. Fuck. looking for her ass. I don't know where the hell she at. I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her.
Damn!
Hey, I'm home. Where the hell you been?
I'm the dad. Where the hell you been?
Y'all gonna let me in? Yeah, come on. Come on, thank you.
Well, where the hell did you come from?
All right, so what we taking a shot to?
I-459, baby. Damn!
All right, go ahead, ma'am. So how did you guys feel when she finally showed back up? Honestly, I didn't give a damn. I knew what she was.
Hell, I was lost. Mixed feelings.
So did you guys hug or embrace her or anything like that? To be honest with you, hell no. I didn't know if the motherfucker had a yeast infection, staph infection, hell, a cheese infection.
You stupid.
Oh, shit. So how do you guys feel about the whole situation? What do I think about the situation? Shit, hell, what do you think about it? What are we playing?
We play tongue. Well,
take them jokers out because I don't like playing like that.
I got you. We think the same thing y'all last night.
Basically. Okay, so I have one more question. Do you guys believe that her abductor is still out there somewhere? Yeah, he's still out there somewhere.
I mean, hell yeah, he out there.
Somebody got to get him.
Casper out there.
I'm sure they got a tracking device. They got some drones or something like that. They can, look for him wherever he is.
Hey, you stop cheating.
I'm not cheating. You
stop. I was doing that. You same move.
Yo, let me bring Dre up. Yo, peace, love, and light to all of you within the sound of my voice.
Yes.
Andrea, any love you want to send to these folks?
Yes, thank everybody for coming. This is we got these. We care about these stories, so we want to put our 2 cents in, and I'm glad that she's home. I'm praying that whatever help she gets, she needs, but she needs to be having restitution. She needs to go to jail, and maybe being an example would teach the other young people not to make false reports to 911. And I'm gonna go on that note. Share and subscribe to Andrea. We're close to my 1,000, so please do that. And y'all have a lovely evening.
Yo, my folks, listen. This was fun popping in on a Friday afternoon. Told you it wasn't gonna be a long one. Normally, when I make that statement, the stream ends up running 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. But thank you, Essence. George, 1984 by George Orwell. Dope book. If you have to really read it to understand it. All right. The Minority Report. That was a good movie. It stars Tom Cruise. It's really interesting concept. All right. So at this point, you know how we do it at the Truth and Balance show on the Chef Choupino channel. When we allow you to leave the club, we don't send you out on your feet. We float you out on a magic carpet with a big V in the middle of it. Can somebody tell me what that V stands for, please? There we go. One day when Mika Marcel in the spot. Vibing. So thank you guys for watching. We got more for you. Next week, we about to blow your MFing mind. Ain't gonna tell you. Shut up, Andrea. Don't tell them. All right. But we finna blow their minds. Okay. And if you don't believe us, or you talking that junk, you know what we say?
Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Well, so Tommy.
All right. So thank you for joining the Truth and Balance show. It's from your girl, Just Andrea, and your boy, Chef Choupino in the kitchen. Literally. Peace, love, and light. We out.
Club phone jump, it's the weekend. Drilling come true with the big friends. Hitting on dogs, that's the defense. Rolling with all, that's the offense. Hit me, change you, let me peach in. With a bull shaking to my maybe drop ins. So they won't buy, and I say, so they won't buy you to keep playing. Baby, tell me what you want. Julian, I know you need fun. Ever since remember we been knocking at the door. Y'all been moving paper, we be running up another school. Yeah, before I that we were sleeping on the floor. West side Africa, you know the shit ain't hard. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Bobby, driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Bobby, baby, Bobby, come roll with me. All night long.
As times relax, my mind's relaxed. I got now from who got next. Here's my number, just send a text. You got a man and she responds, nah. Okay, showing up. I'ma let you go, don't wanna hold you up. I'ma call your phone when I put it up. Whoever let you go must be them as far. Wait far. Girl, you so fine, I'll pay for. Fly you first class to the lake for. Body so blessed, I pray for. Body so blessed, I pray for. Because I don't care what you say.
I don't care what they say.